Hi, YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is choice, self worth, and commitment. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. The choice card has shown up in your reading today because it wants to help you appreciate the difference between making choices from the perspective of your spirit, your inner mind and being, and making them according to the needs posed by your outer mind. The calmness and serenity of your life may be thrown off by the continual demands made by your outer mind as it seeks to have its needs and desires filled. And the choice card wants to alert you to the need for greater calmness and inner peace. Although you may work hard at accomplishing the goals you have chosen in order to find lasting satisfaction, you are being called upon to consider the intentions of your decisions. You are being guided to consider yourself as part of a vast network of life and responsible for its well being as well as your own. Making a choice would seem to be a simple matter, and so it is when a life supportive balance is struck between spiritual freedom and earth school responsibility. Spiritual freedom is the inner aspect of choice that urges you to live as part of an all encompassing and whole planetary system. Your spirit understands that all choices must replenish your physical system and the entire ecosystem. You are learning to consider your spirit's perspective so that you can accept greater responsibility for encouraging the restoration of your physical environment. Nature has no favorites. It loves the frog and the fish equally, and it supports the birds and the dogs the same way. And so nature cares no more for you than for the butterflies or the mountain lions or for the person far away on the other side of your planet. Just as the creator seeks to prematurate, sorry, primitate the physical world and non-physical system of life, so too is nature concerned with the whole system of life on earth. And you need to remember that you are part of the largest system of life. Accepting that will need to give, accepting that will help you change, and it will help you feel the need to give back to earth. And the guidance coming to you through the card choice and the flower is to fully appreciate your choices as extensions of your spirituality. Notice that in this flower image on the card choice, there is a sharp contrast between the prickly center and the smooth pink petals. This is symbolic of the contrast between the choice you make from a rational and perhaps self centered perspective and those you make from a spiritual perspective. You are guided to realize that when you accept responsibility for your choices, each choice you make can help you live in balance with nature. When making a choice, it isn't just which option you choose, it is the quality, the intention, and commitment from which you choose that course of action that tells you whether or not your spirit is engaged in the decision. As human being, you are not asked, for example, to choose between wealth and poverty, but to choose fair exchange for the system for providing necessary, meaningful service. And the importance of the choice card is that you need to start making choices that are more consistently reflecting your purpose. And what's the criteria that you tell yourself are important? in making choices. When facing a choice, even a small one, first take a deep breath. When you make choices while breathing shallowly, you are using only your outer mind of or functioning self, not your spirit or inner mind, which allows for full participation. Whom will this choice benefit? Ask yourself that. Each choice that has your spirit behind it will benefit you, and you need to ask yourself, how easy is it for me to make this choice? If it is very easy, then consider perhaps you have only sought to reaffirm those attitudes and beliefs that you already hold. Imagine having to stretch to find a comfort level with a choice that suggests need your needs and wants may need to be suspended or altered in order to change things around. And the self worth card has shown up in your reading today because it is asking you to recognize the times and ways that you give away your inner power. The card self worth suggests that you need to strengthen your feelings of inner confidence and self worth so that others are not easily able to break down or deflate your sense of well being. You are entering or may already have entered a series of experiences to help you test your own ability to hold or reclaim your power. The self worth card is suggesting that you will do well to make sure you stay in your own power, even when others have expectations of fixing their lives. Self worth is the basis for spiritual advancements. When you accept your own natural capacity for love, compassion, gratitude, and everything else, you also unknowingly accept the same qualities in the universe and others. You are a mirror reflection of the divine presence. And you may recognize that you often feel lost or deeply lonely, whether or not you are in a relationship or even when you are with friends. You're feeling one pull or the pull of your spiritual roots. And the divine wants to remind you that your loneliness is your spirit's desire to grow in its capacity to know the sacred presence. The divine holds the ultimate capacity to persevere and increase love and self worth in your life, and it is through this expanding capacity you come to know yourself. Your search for self worth is also humanity's search as you are propelled through circumstances to help you claim your own goodness and your ability to further goodness on the earth. You move slowly towards the awareness that your life and your talents are best used in service of others. And you and the creator form a bond, and this bond is recognized by you as the means of loving yourself and honoring your own unique qualities. When you feel alone and disconnected from your inner goodness and perhaps your inner assurance, look up into the sky, over the mountains, or at the blossoming flowers in your garden. Assure yourself that you are not alone and that all of nature seeks to find love. There is no need to struggle with life, only to begin to know your own value as a reflection of the sacred in all life. The guidance that is coming to you from the card self worth and the flower image is showing that you most dramatically the interplay between the inner and outer, between the beliefs you hold and those that are divinely inspired. The latter determines the ease with which you accept your life and are able to transcend physical difficulties because of self worth is a stepping stone to self love. you can continue to create your life in the image of love so that it reflects a deepening capacity to hold love for yourself. And you need to relax your fears and spread your goodness for all to see. Explore what you believe. Look and listen to the inner vocabulary you use with yourself and others. If you want to change an external part of your life, when then you are first required to change the internal beliefs that hold their patterns in place. If you want others to respond to you or your work in different, more appreciative ways, then examine your expectations for your work and efforts. When you believe in yourself, chances are others will see your worth also. You are becoming more capable of holding your own values while encouraging others. And you may have felt competitive or people have been jealous of you in the past, but you are striving to accept that your life has ample amount of opportunities for success, and you are responsible primarily for developing your own spiritual capacity, and yet along the way you have ample opportunities, and they're going to start shifting your perceptive to awaken to your self-worth. And you need to know that you are very worthy of your dreams and everything that you have always wanted in your life. And the commitment card has shown up in your reading today because it is asking you to start willingly accepting the spirit of your life purpose, even when it has no physical form. And the commitment card wants to reaffirm your belief in yourself and your ability to fulfill your purpose, even when your mission remains at the spiritual level and without obvious physical form. You are being guided to awaken a more balanced perspective in your life by expanding your capacity to hold love in your heart so that others may heal and so that you may heal. You are being asked to accept that in this lifetime, your mission may not be obvious or take physical form yet. And you are being alerted to hold the intentions of love, justice, faith, compassion, and kindness in your heart. And because you are physical and your environment is physical, it seems realistic to expect that your means of helping and being of service will also take some physical form. This is not always an accurate assessment. Sometimes you incarnate to be specifically of spiritual service alone. If this is true for your life and you're being unable to find an obvious, consistent means of offering your value to others, you may wonder if you're doing something wrong. And you need to know that you're not. And I feel that things are happening to test your belief in yourself and the universe, and for you to find your true worth and to know it. And I'm seeing that you need to allow your love to flow around you and everywhere you go. And I'm seeing that you have tried many jobs and careers, and even though you were good at them, you felt as if you were to do something else. You have experienced a profound sense of love with a specific person in your life, and then that person left, and you became separated from them. Your life may not have turned out the way you imagined it would be, and yet you have friends and people seem to gravitate towards you to tell you their problems and seek counsel. And I feel that the guidance coming to you from the card commitment is suggesting that your life is a direct reflection of the divine's presence. The gentle purple essence of this blossom tells you that your life is based on spiritual qualities, even if those qualities are not presently in any obvious forms. Two flowers blossoms appears in the image of the card blossom, and they lie directly opposite each other if you look closely at this card. And the flower blossom that is the bottom symbolically represents you seeking happiness, yourself, and the flower blossom on the top represents the angelic teachers radiating love to you. The guidance through this card is that you are being asked to commit your full attention towards the living of your spirituality because this is to be your means of service. And I'm seeing that now is the time for you to write out your own definition of divine love and see what it means to you. And know that you have choices. Trust that you can make the right choices. Know your self worth. Value yourself always. And make a commitment to yourself to fulfill your purpose. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.